Hello there, Patricia here, doing a tarot card reading for the week beginning September 16th. And I'm going to pick 3 cards for that week, and I'm going to use the Ghost deck again. Okay, so very popular deck. It's lovely, great energy. So I'm going to cut the deck and pick 3 cards, one for the beginning of the week, one for the middle of the week, and one for the end of the week. Okay, we have the shadow card, which is the Magician, and we have some swords here. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords at the beginning of the week. Okay, and then we have the 7 of Swords for the middle of the week. Both of these cards have the moon present in them, so I feel the moon is significant. From the full moon, the energy, waning energy, is carrying through into this week. And then the last card is a beautiful card. It's the 8 of Wands. This card evokes a freeing energy. So with these 2 cards, the swords, there's a need to release a lot of difficult energy. With the 10 of Swords at the beginning of the week, this is about betrayals, hurts, letdowns, all areas of your life, right across, going right back to childhood, where you felt betrayed, stabbed in the back, hurt, especially as you can see there, this figure has been stabbed in the chest, okay, and his ghost stands over his own body and he looks at it. So he's looking back, I feel, at all those times when he was stabbed and betrayed. It's a difficult one, I know, but all those times when he was betrayed. So I would say, as I said before, a terrific idea is to write down all of those instances where you felt betrayed, stabbed in the back, hurt, let down, heart hurt, any of those feelings, bring them up. Because the moon is waning, you're releasing. So release this hurt in order to get rid of it for once and for all at the beginning of the week. So I would say 10 of Swords. Think of those 10 instances where you were let down, hurt and betrayed. Write them all down. Invoke Archangel Michael to help you release, okay, and then burn the paper. Send it up into the universe, release it, get rid of it once and for all, and then you can be free. Because as you can see, this card at the end of the week indicates freedom. So there is a need to attain that freedom, but you've got to do a bit of work first. And then the middle of the week, the 7 of Swords. This is usually a tricky one to interpret. Again, as I said, we have the moon's influence on this card. So the moon, the waning moon, it has a huge influence, I feel, or a big impact at the beginning and the middle of the week. With this card, 7 of Swords, it's about this figure is taking these swords, you know, as if he's sneaking away and he's stealing them, thinking he's gotten away with something, okay? But really he's, as you can see, he's stealing away with swords. So the swords are only going to cause pain and difficulty. What I feel with this card is there is a need for you to release the pain and suffering that you're feeling unnecessarily. So what I feel with this card is, and I feel is a good vibration, once you sort of get that aha moment and that realization that you're carrying pain, belong to other people, you're carrying difficulties and burdens and struggles like crosses. You're bearing these crosses and they're for other people, not you. Okay, number 7 is a karmic number. So I feel there's a need to release these burdens that you're carrying from other people in order to redress some karmic energy. Allow the person or people that you're carrying this energy for to carry it themselves. It's not yours. It's almost as if say a parent hurt you when you were a child, and when you grow up, you're still carrying that hurt, and you may feel it in your chest or you may feel it somewhere where it really hurts, but you don't tell the parent because you're afraid to rock the boat, you're afraid to upset the parent, you're afraid to cause trouble. But if you were to tell that person or that parent that they made that mistake, they'd be able to redress it and they'd be able to heal. And if you don't tell them, you carry it and they don't move on and they don't heal. So I feel with this card, it's about releasing burdens that you're carrying for other people. Okay, so again, get the pen and paper out and sit down and see, what are you carrying that belongs to somebody else? You may be carrying somebody else's pain because you love them and you feel you want to help them to navigate it or deal with it, but you've got to realize that it's hurting you. Carrying these swords is hurting. It's too much. And on a karmic level with number 7, it's stopping that person from actually healing or moving forward on their own path. So I'd sit down, pen to paper, and I'd write down, okay, what's going on here? What am I carrying? And any name, the first name that comes into your head, first instance that comes into your head, and think of 7 situations, okay? And just get writing. It's almost like a stream of consciousness type of exercise. Just write. Look at the card, as you can see here, and just put pen to paper and just write down all those instances where you feel you're carrying energy belong to other people. And again, you fold the paper up in half, in 2, away from your body, and burn it and release it. And I would say light a black candle to burn down any of that negative energy if you have one, okay? Or if you have a white candle, light a white candle as well to infuse white light into your system. I am going to send lots of healing energy with these 2 cards, okay, with this reading today, because it seems there's some stuff that needs to be dealt with at the beginning of the week. And then, thankfully, we come to the end of the week where there is huge release, huge freedom, great energy. This card is lovely. It's the 8 of Wands. It's about strength. Okay, as a result of this work, you gain phenomenal strength that releases you from all of those burdens, those hurts, the heartache, the betrayals, the letdowns. Boom. Once they're dealt with, they're gone. And then you rise up like the phoenix, like we had last week. With this orange energy, you rise above it, you transform, you fly, you're free, and you're released from all of that energy. And as you can see, this is water, so you flow through all of that energy and release. And the swallows are beautiful. It's like the summertime, okay? So it's like a bright energy towards the end of the week that surfaces. So this is a fabulous card. Number 8, I feel, is also about as above, so below. Consequences of our actions here on earth have a consequence in the spirit world. And also I feel it's the number of strength. So the 8 of Wands is a great card. This is about freedom, release, and letting go. So you'll feel a huge sense of lightness, releasing burdens, letting it go. These exercises where you write down the difficulties may seem very simple, but they're very, very powerful. Very powerful release. And I will send releasing and clearing, cleansing energy with this video. So as you can see, do that work by the end of the week. Fabulous things are going to happen. Then we have the shadow card, which is this one. It's the Magician. Okay, and this is a great card. I love the stained glass window here. It's saying there's a new light coming through. There's new aspects to you that are going to be revealed. So you're going to discover new skills that you have, new abilities that you have, just new energies about yourself. Once you've done all that releasing and you free yourself, you go back clearing away a lot of chakras, and you release, clearing away and cleansing a lot of energy through the chakras, and you release huge amount of potential new abilities, new skills, and they'll start coming into the forefront of your life, and you'll have to start using them, working with them, and they'll start to become very important. So the Magician is a gorgeous card, I feel. So interesting cards for next week, okay? Cards that mean you've got to do a little bit of work and work with the energy of the waning moon to release any of these energies that you've been carrying. 10 of Swords. Write down all those hurts, betrayals, heartaches, release them, call on Archangel Michael, and burn the paper. This card, the 7 of Swords, is about releasing, then going back further and releasing the energy and burdens you're carrying for other people. Okay, as I said, I'm going to send lots of healing energy with this reading because it's a challenging one. Okay, but once the work is done, as you can see, the end of the week, huge release, transformation, and powerful energy. Huge changes by the end of the week as a result of this work. And as you can see from the shadow card, you will reveal new aspects about yourself, new perspective, new energies, new abilities, and new skills. So have a great week, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Okay, thank you for all your comments underneath the YouTube here, and you can follow me on Facebook, White Witch Patricia Weston, and on Instagram at Patricia Weston Witch. So I'll talk to you next week. Have a fabulous week. Bye.